Hello and welcome to the Energy Connect studio at ADIPEC 2023. I'm delighted to have joining me in the studio today Sherif Foda, CEO and Chairman of NESR. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, to start off, how is NESR approaching the energy transition?
Our focus has been always to decarbonize what I call the energy sector or the fossil fuel sector. And I think we have a long way to go to lower our carbon footprint while providing credible, reliable energy to the world. That's really our focus, to provide enabler technology for that.
And we're in October, coming up to the end of the year. Have you had a good 2023? Any highlights or milestones you want to mention?
Well, we had a fantastic 2023. We had a very good growth year on year. And obviously it was the fantastic, I would say, Saudi, UAE, the region operation with increase of the rig count. So obviously that translates to a very good year for us.
That's really good to hear, Sherif. And what's your sort of outlook next year or next couple of years? What is NESR going to be really focusing on?
We have obviously our core business where we provide all the subsurface technologies to our clients. And as they have a very big task for, the 2027, 5 million barrel with ADNOC, 13 million barrel with Aramco and the rest of the region. So we are catering to make sure that we have the services and technologies available to be able to provide for that growth.
Oh, that's really good to hear. And as you mentioned, we're here at ADIPEC, and this year's theme is around decarbonisation, decarbonise fast and together. How does that theme fit in with NESR's ESG Impact segment? I wanted to hear more about that.
Yes, it's actually extremely synchronized. We started that segment 2 years ago. We launched it in January 2 years ago during the FII in Riyadh. And the whole idea was how to find good technology that enable projects to be implemented. So instead of just talking about it, just really making sure that implementation does happen. And I think with, as His Excellency mentioned in the opening, Dr. Sultan, it was very important that we have concrete steps that make sure that this project is seen by the public. And part of it, for example, we are focused on water, where our region lack water. It's one of the lowest in the world, actually. And we, as an industry, produce a lot of water. We produce 4-to-1, 5-to-1, 6-to-1 barrel of water to oil. So how can we find technologies that can make that water usable for the community? We make sure as well we do not utilize the desalination water for our operation. On the contrary, we use the reject water that is not being used for the operation of the oil field. And we implemented the project in Iraq with RO, where basically we will stop using any of the RO water, and we take the reject and the brackish water that's not being used. Then today they dispose it. So instead of disposing it, we take it, make brine for the use of the oil field, and we take the mineral and we can use it for, salt for the community, for the industry, which basically make this whole carbon circular economy. We have a project in Saudi with Aramco that actually won the 2020 World Oil Award as the best sustainability project. And we are looking at how can we scale that. And again, scaling is important for the industry so they see that really this is happening.
Yes, absolutely. And obviously COP28 is just around the corner. Towards
Correct.
the end of November into December.
Yes.
How important, as you said, showing you're scaling up, but also technology is going to be vital to be able to meet these targets.
Correct. If you look at the amount of spend the world needs, you're talking anywhere between $4 to $9 trillion per year to meet that goal of net zero. So obviously there is a lot of need of finance. There is a lot of need of support to make these projects. Some of the countries cannot finance, so we need to find a mechanism and funding to make sure that people can move, not only to transition as renewable, but as well to decarbonize the sector. So a lot of the funds needs to happen. And I think part of that, we would like to show that we can have a pilot project before the COP28 to showcase that. And actually, we're talking even to the Arab League to make that project as a beacon to showcase that during the COP28.
Wow, fascinating, Sherif. I just want to thank you for coming down to the Energy Connect studio.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks everyone for watching, and I look forward to bringing more studio interviews from the show floor in the coming days.